Okay. Y'all, I'm Lady C Prince, and I am the director and writer and producer of The Woman in the Boardroom, the show. Actually, it started from Woman in the Boardroom, the seminar, and then the series, and now the show. You know, I just was inspired to give women a platform to really be able to share their story, but as a lifestyle. You know, we build these businesses from ground up, but we still have all of these other roles that we play as wives, as mothers, as business owners, as ministry gifts, organization leaders, and founders. And so I really wanted to bring us together to dive into the strength of the woman in the boardroom, you know, because the boardroom is like that secret place where we just build out our administration. We take care of everything that has to do behind the scenes before we could come on the scenes and produce and show ourselves in such manner. All right, so I have several ladies that we have been filming and just, you know, casting for this particular productions. And all of these women have special industry gifts and businesses that are phenomenal, you know. And then the thing that is coming out so great is that several of us are in media. So we have already been packaging our business, our brand for TV, radio, or press. These women have different diversities of personalities, roles that they actually play, but these are their businesses that they are spearheading. You know, a lot of our businesses are male dominated type of businesses, but we women bosses here in Houston, Katy, running them. Not only that, the show is mainly showing how we network together, the things that we do in collaboration, and what we do inside of our businesses. I know here, like right now, I am in the plaza of my business, and this is actually my day-to-day lifestyle. This is my full-fledged business. I do this for a lifestyle. I don't do it for fun or for streams. It is actually my full-fledged business, and I've been in the business for 20 years. I mark 7 years in media today, well, this month. Okay, so for me, I'm coming out more. I've always been cut for TV. I've been in broadcast for about 11 years now, and I just felt like I wanted to give myself a greater thrust into productions and go into film. And so I'm working on several projects. You know, I got things coming down the pipeline. I just shot my first play, yes, and then you know, I'm producing the reality show, which is a whole nother beast when it comes to like the editing and making sure that everything is top-notch quality and well produced. Listen, I really don't got time for drama, so it's not something that I incorporated into this particular script. What I did was understand with wisdom that, you know, we all have different personalities, we all have different perspectives and views, and us women, we're going to express ourselves the way that we see fit. So every woman in the boardroom that's collaborating with me on this, they understand that we're not here to tear down one another, but we're here to build each other up and respect each other's point of views, because not every person has the answer to nothing. So we basically, you know, haven't even got into that phase of productions, but you know, we have personalities, we have different types of days and genres of things that we deal in every day, so no telling what it's gonna hold. But I really believe that it's not going to be that same trajectory of reality television. All right, so y'all stay tuned. I'm Lady C Prince, and I'll see y'all soon.
As a woman in position, we have many levels to climb, bags to carry, garments to wear. I am a woman who make executive decisions.
And I help women build out broadcasting shows and talk shows, anything that has to do with their media personality.
And as beautiful Black women have these natural, beautiful bodies. Earlier, sometimes you have to get uncomfortable to get comfortable.
Something's going on here.
You are now watching Woman in the Boardroom, the executive decision.
You cool?
Hi, I'm Lady C. Prince, and I am in media. Actually, I'm a producer. I'm an executive producer, and I help women build out broadcasting shows and talk shows, anything that has to do with their media personality and content. I've been in the industry for 20 years. I started off in magazine, and magazine led me into the media door. Now I'm a boss woman. I'm in the boardroom. I'm carving out businesses and I'm expanding greater. And I just look forward to this whole opportunity that has presented itself, and I'm about to give it the best run that I can.
Hi, I'm Elvia Quintanilla with Texas Tech Trade School. I'm a woman of faith, I am a mother, and third of all, I'm a businesswoman. So my business is in the career schools, helping at youth risk get into a trades where it's lucrative and they can support their family. What I do, I'm passionate about because of my son. He's 13. I want him to have a future where he's going to be learning hands-on training in trades where he doesn't have to go to college if that's not what he wants to do, or kids want to do, but they're still smart and they learn kinetic learning. So that is why we have a trade school, so we can help those at youth risk get into something other than the streets or other than incarceration. So that is what, that's what I'm passionate about. That's what I do, and that's what I do what I love.
Go.
And I'm nervous.
It's all right. It's all right to be nervous. But yeah, you made it, so I'm glad you're here, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Do I go back out there?
Yeah.
Okay.
My name is Mika, originally from Detroit, Michigan, and I've been here in Houston for about 10 years now. I am a real estate professional. I'm a team lead. I own the NRG Group in Katy, Texas. Before that, I owned a series of hair salons, but business, the marketplace, is just what I excel at, and it's what I actually love. I really enjoy helping people, building people up, and I also like the money that I can make without any limits. And so that's kind of like a bit about me. But beyond that, I'm a Christian, I'm a believer. My degree is in organizational leadership at the College of Biblical Studies, and I did a minor in biblical counseling. So people just seem to gravitate toward me, and I like being a person who can provide value. I like really being able to counsel the whole person, and if I can help anybody.
You got 1 minute to get that pitch. Go ahead.
Hello, I am Mika Diamond. I am the owner of Visible Evidence Consulting Firm, as well as Mika Diamond Inc., where we help clients reach new levels of success through strategic planning, marketing, and of course media. One of the things that I love is being a media personality for the Morning Tea radio show, as well as Meet Houston, where we talk about everything that's going on within the city. We talk about those who aren't in the city, they get exposed to what's in the city, and those who aren't in the city, they get exposed to everything in the city. So I'm extremely excited to be a part of a media organization, a media group of women in the boardroom, women who are successful in media, women who are wanting to be more successful, and I can contribute to being that one, given my level of expertise as well as my creativity for us to be able to.
And 3, 2, 1, just sit down and naturally do your thing.
Hello, my name is Omalola, and I am a licensed counselor in the city of Katy, Texas. I'm the owner and clinical director of OMI Wellness and Counseling, and I specialize in wellness-oriented care, trauma-informed care, psychotherapy services, and wellness consulting.
Cool. That was simple.
Yeah.
You did a good job.
Thank you.
That's it.
Hi, you guys. I'm Kamitra the Barbie. Everyone calls me Snatched by Cami. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I am the queen of snatching bodies. You know, us women, us beautiful black women have these natural, beautiful bodies, and we just need to embrace them. And a lot of times, us women, we kind of get, you know, a little down on ourselves, thinking like our body's not this, our body's not that, compared to the women who have artificial bodies. Well, I just want to let you know that having a physique that is so bomb, you just got to get it snatched a little bit, and you got to come to the right person that can snatch you. So Kamitra the Barbie here, okay? My body is snatched, and I love snatching other women's bodies. So if you want to know what the best looks like, you got to come to me, because that physique that's hiding under all that, I'll snatch you so right. So yeah, like I said, Kamitra the Barbie here, Snatched by Cami here. I'm coming to snatch you, so if you're ready for me, come boo.
What?
That's how you sell it.
That was in the magazine. They was all pretty. lavishly laid out.
Laid out and professional at the same time.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
I love the magazine. I think it's a great platform for women, for entrepreneurs, and then we were all looking like boss ladies.
For sure. We put our stories like out there.
Yeah.
We put it real, whatever we wanted to, you know, say about ourselves.
Yeah.
We actually got that shine. You know what I'm saying? So I was
And
like,
then the marketing was just also lovely.
Yes, and then look at this. You end up on the cover. I mean, it just kept rolling out for everybody.
Yeah.
And I was like, great, you know, because this is the time to just pivot, ride the wave, and really come out.
Yeah, we started and kept on going.
Listen. And then I'm going to tell you something. You actually dropped like in my spirit to where I was like, oh, okay.
Then you know it's G.
No, it was him. It was him, because everything just worked itself out. You said yes. It was like no pulling teeth or anything.
You know what was so great for me though? The fact that I didn't know that you were even watching.
Girl,
that just goes to show you how you just got to be careful of people and what you do publicly, because people are paying attention.
That is true, because even your name, I have a girlfriend here in Katy, and she actually runs a transportation company. She doesn't work there, like they own it.
Okay.
And we were in a meeting, and she ended up calling her marketing PR person in the meeting, and they go, okay, because we're working on some things, and Mika Diamond, this was all the way in the summer.
Sometimes you have to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. And so I started about 5 years ago. I was just asked the simple question of, you want to try radio? And I was like, no, I don't want to try it. And so tried it for about 5 days after using different media outlets for PR work for my clients. The radio station, the platform that I'm on, they have multiple resources for me to be able to use. And at that time, that's what I was looking for. A space that had production, commercial, podcast, all of those different things. And so that's where my journey began. And as I was sharing earlier, also, it became a lead magnet for me. I didn't know at the time that God was using that platform for me to speak a little bit about my own life testimonies. And so once I started sharing and people started asking me specific questions, you should write a book. I was like, no, I don't want that to come out yet. Listen, whatever's underneath the rug, I don't want that. Nobody. So, But then you be obedient when God tell you to move, you move. So it opened up an avenue for me to be a new author. So I wrote a book. But it's just, media just has been my space. It's just been my space once I finally owned it.
So there's no way that I'm going to allow or package anything to tear down the next woman. This is something that I feel like is going to build her up and give her more leverage to spring forward. But it is a secret place, and there is questions that may just come up, and if you don't feel comfortable answering, just say it. Like, I don't want to answer that, because I want to see that personality behind it. Okay. So I love the fact that we're all here, we're all on one accord. We have followed the script because it is kind of like a process, and I just want to applaud you guys for that first and foremost. All right. Then the last thing is that this is Women in the Boardroom. The Women in the Boardroom are those seminars in that magazine. This is Women in the Boardroom. So at the end of the night, it is all of us, but it's really women in the boardroom, the whole woman, because we all have different roles and garments that we wear. And I want to know, how are you really doing this, and where do you feel like your strength is coming from? Okay. All right, so I can't release the real name, but trust and believe, it's going to be so hot that if we did drop it right now, everybody would want a piece of it, because it's going to be very original, and it's going to be...
It's a vision.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
It's a great vision.
Yes, yes. Okay, so we got Elvia.
Yes.
Okay.
Look. Nervous.
Whew. Okay, we have that market where it's a lot of us. They call it the saturated market.
Yes.
But I don't look at it like that, but that's what they call it, right? But I have never met a woman who is leading and the executive of a trade school. Talk to us about that.
Well, I'm Elvia Quintanilla. I am, minority. My parents are immigrants. I came here when I was, young, and I saw foremost, since I've been growing up, what was needed in our school system. As a minority, whenever you're in the school system, when you go to a school that is in a low income area, you're not treated like the other schools. And that always stayed with me, when I went to Mexico and things like that. And then I came back and I was like, okay, we have more opportunity here. Then, I get into the business of schools, and it was just by coincidence that we were talking outside. It was just a temporary job. Just be customer service. Just do your best, get paid. Because I got separated from my ex-husband from forward. So I was like, I just need to get myself something that I need to do to take care of myself and my son. So started working in the trade school. I loved it. I was helping kids. I was changing lives. I was empowering women and men, youth and adults. And it was fulfilling. I saw kids getting out that were incarcerated, getting out, having a second chance, and then being happy. I saw adults changing careers that they were no longer happy in, then being able to take care of their families. So to me, I soaked it like a sponge. I said, I want to be the best that I can be in my job. So I started growing. My boss, the owner, took me as his right hand. Wow. And he doesn't have any children, so he saw me as his daughter, and he was like, Elvia, you see things before we can see them, and I trust you. So he built me pretty much as far as entrusting and giving me what we needed to learn, and we started growing. 2 years ago, I quit because it was no longer aligning with my ethics. We were no longer helping people. It was all about the money.
Wow.
And I was making great money, but at the end of the night, I look at my son and I see he is who I'm trying to help. He's who I'm trying to change this for. So I can't sit here and look at a mother and a child and tell them you're going to get a great education when all we care about is your money. And then so I told him, either we change it or I'm gone. And then he was like,
sometimes it starts with a smile, actually. And so, I was like, I want to fix people's teeth. I want people to smile, and not just wear it on their shoulders like, hey. And so I was like, you know what? I was talking to my daughter one day, and she was like, I can't wait to get older because I want to get my body done. And I was like, you want to get your body done? And so that's what made me get into snatching bodies, because I'm like, there's so many youth that look up to us, and they think that, oh, I need to get my body done in order to look a certain way. And you don't. You really don't. You can get it snatched. You can get it contoured. You have to just know the right way to do it.
So this is a non-surgical approach?
It's non-surgical. It's non-invasive. And so basically we're melting the fat. There's also tools that if you want to move fat from one area to another, you can do that as well. Okay. So they call me Kamisha the Barbie because they say that I'm shaped like a Barbie. And I try to hold that standard. I mean, I'm 40 years old. I just made 40 in October. And so, you know what? I just shaping the body and making people look good and feel good about themselves, and having the youth look up to us and know, like, you can get those same results by not going under a knife. You can achieve the look that you want to achieve. It's holistic, and so you just gotta have that mindset. And once you have that mindset, like, you know, like, this is the body that I want, this is how I want to look, then you just go from there. So.
Well, welcome. Yeah, and she's been going through the process. I always tell people, oh, they talk about Cammie. They love that. Cammie the Barbie. And I was like, no, she's not acting. Like, that's really her personality, you know. She shows up and that's her, you know, day and night. So, don't have anything going on. Nothing.
A whole lot of nothing.
Nothing. But something's going on here, and I definitely want you to utilize this opportunity and capitalize off of it. So I would say it's a really safe place for you to know that, you know, this is reality TV and what it's going to take, because one thing about the cameras, they don't lie. Now, people always talk about the edits, right? But you showed up. You did say that, or you did frown like that at some point. It may not have been pertaining to how they edited it, but that was you. Yeah. Right. That was you. Yes. And then reality too, it gets in a private space. This is a private space. The boardroom is like your closet or that bathroom, whatever place you go into and you handle your business, you know. And so a lot of people are not equipped for that type of invasion. You know, that's going into another layer. You know, right now there's certain lights that we're being real estate.
Yes.
Let's hop all the way in.
Well, I'm in real estate. I'm a visionary. I'm a big picture thinker. So people who are big picture thinkers tend to do well in entrepreneurship. So I've been an entrepreneur since I was a teenager. I started off with hair salons and opened a few of those, and then I was at Paul Mitchell and I taught, and then went to management, and then life happened. I had a baby. Congratulations. And thank you. My sweet girl Mariah, my pride and joy. But anyway, so
she's the only one?
She's our only one.
Okay.
Yeah, and it took me and my husband 7 years of prayer to get her.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's our miracle baby.
Okay. Yes. And are you over 40?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm 36.
Okay.
So once I had Mariah, I put her in daycare and had a very traumatizing experience with that, seeing them doing some things that I didn't appreciate, you know, on camera. And so I made up my mind that day that I was going to resign. I wanted to be home with my baby. And so I had some tension and some turmoil internally about that, although I knew that she would come first no matter what. I was sad because I loved my company. You know, I liked what we were able to do for people there. Like, it was a company that was really able to help a lot of people transition into better places, and so I knew that I would miss that as well. But during that time, you know, you just have to trust the process, because, you know, as hard as it was to leave it, and I was feeling a little bit bad at times, I didn't know that God was preparing me for something so much greater and putting me in a position to be so much more effective. So I had always had a passion for real estate. fixing up homes, things like that. I bought my first home at 18 as a fixer-upper, and I've done that over the course of years many times. And I realized, you know, you're a beautifier. You know, I like to go into places that are not how they should be and make them better. And so as I start to think back over my life, I saw that this is, you know, what has been causing me to have so much success in these different roles. And so I tapped back into my passion with real estate. In Detroit, I did wholesaling, and my family owns the Real Estate Collaboration, which is a bond.com real estate group that has just grown like in a crazy way. And so I started that here. So now we have the first Metro Houston Real Estate Collaboration, led by NRG Group, which is me and my husband. We also do commercial real estate. He builds retail centers and strip malls, apartments, all that stuff. And so we're doing the real estate, but my why was two really important things. The first important thing was I didn't want to sit on my gift. You know, I didn't want to limit myself. And yeah, I had always prayed to be a mom. And God allowed that prayer to be answered, but that wasn't my own, that is not my only purpose, you know. He still put other gifts in me that I don't serve justice to by sitting on them. And so that's one of the first reasons I wanted to be able to mirror to my daughter how you can be a good mom, you can be a good wife, you can still also be in the marketplace really helping others. So it's not just your internal circle of influence, but you can expand that. So that was one of the reasons. And then the second reason is I wanted to create a way for minorities to fight against poverty. Generational wealth has always been a big thing for me. I've been a financial coordinator for about 8 years. Annually, my husband, he also pastors, but annually we do a big program where we do financial literacy. And so in my family, we grew up with small, humble beginnings, okay? And so I wanted to be able to help people like me create a way to make their money legally. I'm coming from Detroit, a lot of drug dealers. I have tons of family members that federal you know, penitentiary, facing many years, and a lot of them are good-hearted people. It's just that, you know, poor schooling, lack of opportunity.
Okay.
Yes. And what country?
Nigeria.
Nigeria. Okay.
Yes, my family called me Lola, or, you know, Omi, which is just translating to everything that I've put my work and ethic into. Is the essence, you know, just staying mindful and aware of our wellness and our mental well-being. So I just launched my private practice in Katy, and I'm really excited to be here with everyone. For me, I'm very eager to network and expand my reach. I've been in Houston for almost 6 years now, so I'm fairly new to the area, and I want to just plant myself where I can grow and, you know, be a staple in the community. And a lot of my background is very like all over the place. You know, I've traveled in many countries. I've lived in multiple states. I've did my education in multiple cities. And I say multiple, like if I list them out, y'all probably be like, oh yeah, you've been everywhere. But that's what makes me who I am, you know, like I have a multicultural sense and awareness, and I like to emphasize like what is, you know, genuine to us as women and as people of color. And so I started off as a social entrepreneur in college, and I launched an organic beverage company. Omi Beverages was my baby. I just created, you know, what I wanted to see for myself and my community. And I was doing pop-ups and working in farmer markets and, you know, traveling throughout cities, selling juices. But I was also, you know, building a network. And so I went to school all the way through to my master's as a fashion model.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you as well. I need to get this body though.
Girl.
I got you.
From the bras all the way down.
I got you.
Yes.
I got you.
No,
I think that's part of why we connect, because we both have that in common.
Yes.
So it is beautiful to see all these women. Y'all look beautiful. Everybody is glammed up. I'm like, I missed the whole memo.
You got an exclusive.
Y'all look good. Y'all look good. So I'm like, I'm just excited to see what all of this us coming together, like what it revolutionizes or what it brings, what we actually come together and we can build a stance together. Like she said, make some noise. So I'm excited to see what noise we'll make all together. We just don't have the information. It's not that we're not smart. It's not that we're not good enough. It's just we don't have the information. So, and the events that I put on is to get us the information, to learn from these people. Yes, and to be resourceful and to kind of come together and collaborate. I feel like there need to be more collaborations with businesses, us showing each other like how we can work best together or how we can build each other up from our network to your network to come together. So I'm all about that. Like, we're stronger together. So yes, y'all.
You know, events and networkings and stuff go on in Houston, but here in Katy, it's just like really reserved, and it is a lot of bosses here too. So we want to integrate that relationship, because I cover 3 zones, so Katy, Houston, and Austin. And so I love networking with the media personalities in Houston as well. I support what they do because it sharpens me and it keeps me like thriving too, to be among my peers, you know. But we want to make some noise in Katy too, and not just this vicinity, but just in media. In media.
Look, whatever you ask is whatever come out.
Get it, girl.
Right?
Good when y'all are.
I have this little thread.
You are right. So that you look so gorgeous.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Ready?
All right. Let me breathe, because I'm being a little overwhelmed. Okay. When I get overwhelmed, I get really quiet and really reserved. All right, y'all. So we back. Just came from out of the boardroom, and I'm sitting here chopping it up with my sister. Don't get it twisted. STAR, Jasmine. Hey, girl. Hey. What you been up to?
Right? Just moving, girl. I'm like just in the process of opening up a new office with my new team. So just like I know. So soon we'll be doing the ribbon cut and all of that. So I'm just doing that with my clients, getting them out there, getting them more exposure. So that's kind of what I've been doing all week, just getting them more out there with my private media services that I do. So just working on that and getting some events that I got coming up together. So like I was telling you earlier, March 24th, I'm doing a big, like kind of like a expo for vendors. So it's going to be like a really nice big vendor thing at the address. So we're going to just deck it out, and it's just going to be just vendors this time and networking. So, you know, just it's all about businesses.
So like a full marketplace.
Exactly. So it's just going to be like a market thing for businesses and us to network. So it's just like a networking thing event.
Yes, and you know, lately I've been just like really on you. Like, oh my gosh, she's just so fabulous, and I've been able to see like different layers of you, and it's just so real. It's authentic. It's transparent. You really do like support the community, but you support the people. You know, everything you carve out so far as what I saw is always to give somebody else a platform and level up. So now it's your time.
Right? And I think that's beautiful. It's like a flow.
Yes.
It's all normal, natural.
Yeah, so what do you do to make you thrive? What is your personal journey like when it comes to like taking care of yourself? What's some of the things you like to do?
Right? A lot of the things I do is like audio. I love listening to audios. Those are so motivating. That's one thing I do in the morning.
Okay.
My favorite one right now that I've just been playing back to back is Think and Grow Rich, which a lot of people hear, but hearing Napoleon Hill actually say these words in the morning. So there's a couple of audios I like to listen to because it just gets my mind right in the morning before I actually get my day going. Keep me encouraged, or in the car. I have my own audio list fully booked. So I just kind of continue to listen to audios. That's a big thing for me because it's like pouring into me and reading. I'm always on reading some new books or traveling. That's always a good thing, right? Traveling is always a must.
Especially since this pandemic or whatever. Oh my goodness, just had us closed in. That's like one of the things that I miss was traveling. I was like, we gotta get up and get out of here and get to moving, you know. But we doing some things here in Houston and Katy, and
Houston has finally opened up. It's beautiful,
and it's a good time.
Yes. Like I was at a networking event last night, so it's just good to see like getting back in the midst of things with networking, collaborating. People are out, businesses are open.
Yes.
Everyone is not all with the mask. You know, we wear our masks, but we're all. It's not like we're not going outside anymore. We're not doing business anymore. Like a lot of people's fears are kind of like, let me just move. Let me have faith in God and just move how I'm supposed to move. So
most definitely,
it is beautiful, girl. I'm loving the vibe and the energy you bring in, you doing as well. So
yes, okay. So we got some things coming up, and we're gonna continue to be having these candid conversations and just really going into some areas of you being in the media business and what it takes, because you already know in the boardroom it takes a lot, and you're building out a team and a building. And is that going to be in Houston?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually in the Chase Bank, so I'm actually in there with a bank. So it's just like beautiful. Just
you where the money at?
Right where the money resides.
Okay.
Where the money. So it's just like good feeling to actually be in the same energy of where the bank is.
Yes,
you know, so I love that. Right.
Talking about
when you walk in, it's just like, hey, my money is in here. I'm doing business.
Checking me. Come with the deposits.
Especially when your money is in there, like my business money is there, so things like that. So it's like even more support. Exactly. So I'm looking forward to that, and I can't wait for you to be a part of the Powerful Woman Showcase.
Okay.
We went together for May.
Oh, thank you.
So that's going to be beautiful.
Yes, I'm excited to just continue to be in this space and networking, collaborating, starring with you. Yeah, you'll see her in the movie real soon.
Right? Look, I like.
Season on Woman in the Boardroom. We're coming to a station near you where there's gonna be power networking. We making boss moves. Collaboration on our businesses. Community support. Celebrations. Sisterhood. Stay tuned.
One, two, 1, 2, 3.
Thank you.